It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Packers and the Cowboys on Monday Night Prime Time.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he...
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Looking to pass. First play is Prescott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. On play action, Prescott. Got his open man, it's Carr. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6, and the Cowboy first down.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down is Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. And Lance now to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 13 yards, first down Packers. Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 75 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Look at this Cowboy defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lance looking to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in the game.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Lance. He's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Cowboys.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Nifty move. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 15-yard line.
Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it as we resume action. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Throwing now is Lance. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A pretty good effort there. 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. A short throw caught by Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 2. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
First down, Dallas.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and the finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week are pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Prescott. And it's caught. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Puka Nacua there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance now on first down. A short one there to Freiermuth. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Lance. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Quick slant to Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Pat Fryermuth from 10 yards out. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott now. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Sky Moore, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Palmer, a touchdown catch in the victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Brown on the out route complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Lance.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man, that's the tight end Firemove.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed
from 21 yards away.
And the Packers are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's a throw, right side, taken in by his tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A gain of 7, and a Cowboy first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On 1st and 10, Prescott got his open man. It's Carr. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 7.
At the Packers' 49-yard line.
Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Here's a toss coming right. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the...
He's got daylight! And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Lance looking to throw it. That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Singleton And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And Lance going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. This 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Prescott on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Carr. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carr. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Prescott. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To the air again, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with 1 more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Puka Nacua with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will make this a 4-point game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On first down, Singleton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Lance. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head. So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback. Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Fielded at about the 28. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Lance. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. And that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. That's Carr. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defense side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lance now on 1st down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
He's got it to Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Prescott buying time to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. 45 yards. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Packers down by 11, just under 2 minutes to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Working from the gun, Lance.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. He's got a man, complete.
Holding, offense.
Oh, why are we doing this?
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for Dallas, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Eagles and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played,
here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Achane to start the drive. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
and no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is fielded at the 27. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Achane gets it from the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short one here, caught by McBride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. The Dolphins at 9-4 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played at optimum level.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and short. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now Allen. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. To the air, Allen. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Allen on third. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Right back to Achane on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Again, it's Achane. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Right back to him on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Willis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 156. That ties it with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Eagles are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Scott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This now a 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Trey McBride with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Patterson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
On play action, Allen.
At the 34-yard line.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Oh, some strong running.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 13. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Justin Fields leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Raiders trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Palmer, a touchdown catch in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On first down, Allen over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. It's Willis. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
2nd and 6.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Allen going to try and keep it.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. In motion left goes Gonzalez.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Scott.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have
the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Running left, Achane. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Up the middle, Achane. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're... Touchdown!
George Pickens, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Allen. Quick throw there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Powerful running. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up
to the 15.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now back to throw.
Looking for Pickens, he's got him on the out route.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. With it is Brown. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Now Allen. Throw caught there by Willis. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Willis, and he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen, and that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. He gets it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down.
On play action, Allen. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Able to find Willis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Willis.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Allen now on first down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Willis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Luke Musgrave
from 13 yards out.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked up the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The others.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
To the air, Allen. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Willis, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was taken down.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Allen.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of the tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now Allen. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd down.
Eagles 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
A short one here, caught on the ground.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. A give, running right, Achane.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Running right, here's Achane.
They find some open field here.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Here's 1st down. Achane on the counter.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Throwing, Allen.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Of course, the game can't end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Miami's offense set and ready to go. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, if ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Miami, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.